Ladies and gentlemen, what is up? And welcome to our Chicago White Sox rebuild franchise mode here on MLB The Show 24. It's finally here. This is, along with the Vikings franchise, the main series that are going to carry us until EA College Football 25 comes out. I took time to select this team. You know, I had the normal release for MLB The Show 24, and I took my time to figure out who we wanted to be and take over, and the answer was the Chicago White Sox, who honestly, they have some prospects going for them, but there's clearly no real plan, as they have Benintendi on an interesting contract, and then they also have Luis Robert, a great young player, but does he fit their timeline? So I already made some moves off camera. I actually started this franchise last night, and I was just looking to see who I could get for Benintendi and Robert. Now, here's the thing. Benintendi's contract makes no sense for the White Sox. He makes sense to trade. Luis Robert, on the other hand, is a great young player who has very, very good potential and is only 26 years old, but he doesn't fit the White Sox timeline. In fact, there is no timeline going on there on the south side. And so my job as the GM is to come in and give them a timeline, put a plan in place so that we can actually field a good team at the right time. So all that being said, I have traded away both Benintendi and Luis Robert Jr. All that being said, I always, in sports games, franchise modes, I always tend to use the suggested trade feature. Why? That takes the human element out of it from my perspective. The game tells me what they think is fair, and then I do that trade. This keeps me from kind of abusing the trade system and getting something more back than I really should. And so without further ado, let's see what I did on the transaction screen. This is crazy. Completed. So, the Chicago White Sox acquired pitcher Paul Skeens and second baseman Termarr Johnson from the Pirates for Luis Robert Jr. What a trade to start off this series. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Two top prospects for Luis Robert Jr. And this screen popped up, and it was the only suggested trade. Out of all 30 teams, there was only one suggested trade, and it was for Paul Skeens and Termarr Johnson. Now, here's the thing. Luis Robert is on a great contract that the Pirates would love to see. A contract that they can actually afford, and they can have a star center fielder for years to come. So they aim to get better now. We aim to get better in a few years, and we get two top prospects. And then we shipped Andrew Benintendi to the Mariners for just Walter Ford, who's a C potential 19-year-old 61 overall pitcher. So let's take a look at this. There he is. Paul Skeens is tied for the best record on our team, which is 74 overall. But here he is, the pitcher of our future. We get him from the Pittsburgh Pirates in that deal with Luis Robert Jr. Paul Skeens, welcome to the White Sox. And we also were able to get Termarr Johnson. 19 years old, also has a potential. Things you love to see, this White Sox franchise starting off with the bang. And then we also were able to pick up, see a picture? Yeah, Walter Ford from the Mariners. He's 61 overall, C potential. That deal was clearly just to clear cap space. And so we get a young pitcher who has room to grow there on our team. So those are the moves that have been made so far in this franchise mode. I also have completely reworked our coaching staff. I think we had a D or an F manager, and so most of these coaches are new. I tried to pretty much sign them all to about the same term of time. I did a 2-year deal for our manager so we can just check and see at the end of those 2 years if there's a better manager out there on the market. And also scouts, we don't have any budget there to make any changes. So these are the scouts that we're going to be working with this year. As far as our budget goes, here you go. Yoan Moncada, our 72 overall third baseman with B potential, makes the most money on our team. It is only a 2-year deal, and we're not paying anybody else. And so there's not really a need for me to trade him per se. I mean, he's only a 72 overall. He's probably going to grow. He's coming off an average year. So if he has a good year this year, maybe we look to trade him at the deadline. I mean, the objective here is to literally be terrible for a few years so that we can allow Skeens and Johnson to grow. And by the time Skeens and Johnson are in their mid-20s, so in about 5 or 6 years, we want to be a very, very competitive ball club. So what that means is in about 2028 and 2029, we need to be fielding a competitive team. And so as we sign players, that's something that we need to look at. Is okay, by 2028 and 2029, can we have good free agents around us? Can we get any more good prospects around us that are going to be good? We also, I didn't forget, calm down, we have Colson Montgomery, who is a 71 overall, 22-year-old shortstop. And here is the thing with Colson Montgomery. So we traded for Tamar Johnson. So we have him now. So now we have 2 really good infield prospects, and we don't really have a good outfield prospect. And so, I was messing around looking to see who we could get, and I'm an LSU fan. So, bear with me here. Nationals, Dylan Cruz. So we can get Dylan Cruz in a prospect swap with Colson Montgomery. And what this would do is it would spread out our prospects in a better way. Coffee break, excuse me. And what I mean by that is we would have a potential prospect at all 3 levels: pitching, infield, and outfield. The only problem is that I don't think Tamar Johnson's on their level. He is a bit younger than them, but he's 19 at a 63. And so, of course, he has some years to progress, but it's like, do I trust him to progress as well as Montgomery could or will? I don't know. Like, he already has pretty good defense. He's already 71 overall, but he's 3 years older than him. And so that's my only thing is, man, I would love to kind of spread out our prospects and then know that we have a great prospect on every level of the field. And I think that would just go a long way in terms of how I work out free agency, and all those things in the coming years. We have Drew Thorpe that we got in the trade for Dylan Cease as well. So a few things to think about here for sure. We have a few pitchers here in our system that are going to be pretty decent in the coming years. And that's just a thought that I have. And I need to make the decision now, of course. He's already a 71 overall. Cruz is a 70. I think it would be nice to spread out. He's a righty. He's a lefty, which is also an interesting thing. Righty, lefty. Do I do this trade? Do we swap our top prospects and put both LSU boys back together? I think the answer is yes. Dylan Cruz, welcome to the White Sox. In a controversial move, we send Colson Montgomery to the Nationals. We get Dylan Cruz. We now have an A overall great prospect at each level of the field. What a move right there. Let's now look at contract extensions. Let's make sure he is on on the 40-man roster so that we can get this thing going in spring training. There we go. All right, Cruz is on our team, number 5 for us. That's crazy. Contract extensions. We have you in arbitration. Chavez, you're 40 years old. Can I trade Chavez, dude? You are 40 years old. You clearly have no place for us here. B pitcher, 19B shortstop. That may immediately supplement that trade with Montgomery. I think that was 19B in the 60s, which is crazy. $19B in the 60s from the Orioles, or 58. I think we're going to take it. All right, so we give them a reliever, and we get Leandro Arias, a shortstop right there, a B potential to supplement some depth there since we lost Colson Montgomery. Love that trade. Yeah, we just don't really have a spot for him. See, and all these guys that have team control, Andrew Vaughn, like I don't mind keeping them around. It's just, you know, we certainly want to be bad. Like Soroka, he's 70 overall. 4-year deal. He'd be a depth pitcher, 5.2 per. I mean, and these are the kind of deals that we need to make because we want to have a team that we can field, but we also want to last. Can I get to four per? Nah. 3 years, 14.5 per, front loaded for a young pitcher. Got him. Young right fielder here who has 2 more years. So here, like 3 years till he's 29. That sounds pretty good. We'll front load it again, even though we don't really need to. We can just do flat with this. I mean, he's going to make no money. Cool. Fletcher's signed back. Joe Barlow, once again, a pretty decent 1 more year left to re-sign. I mean, 1.5 isn't bad at all. We can give him less too in the. I mean, sure, 2 years at $950. Cool. Another depth starting pitcher for us that I think could be a part of us. 2 more years of arbitration. Can I snag you for 3 years? 1.7. Love that. So what we're doing is we're just cementing some pieces that will be with us just for a few more years. Like Kopech has arbitration, but can we like cement him? Like 3 mil is nothing. We're probably going to trade you anyway. I'm going to sign Kopech because he'll be trade for the future years. Cool. And then same with you. Can I get you like on like a 3? Oh, wow, he does not do 3 years at all. 2 years, 2 million is fine. That's great. So a bunch of affordable contracts going out right now, you know, and in large part, this is just to see if any of these guys are going to grow, and then we can use them as like 4.5. Like we are not handing out any big contract at all. Like there is no big contract going out for us right now. 1 year deal, $870K. Like sure, you're not getting that money, buddy. Gavin Sheets here, 3 year deal, for 1.2. Like all these deals that we're doing honestly don't mean a whole lot at all. Martin Maldonado, no thank you. This is literally just franchise management. I may even cut this out of the video because this just isn't fun. Let's be real here. All right, so we're done with signing everybody right there. You're not getting any money, buddy. Sorry. All right, so contract extensions is done. Free agency-wise, Martinez is still there. Jordan Montgomery, Zach Greinke, Michael Lorenzen. Good to see there. But what this video is about, we want to see the spring training debut of Paul Skeens and also Mr. Termarr Johnson. Oh, and Mr. Dylan Cruz. Our team is looking fun. Our team is looking nice here. Let's see what we're going to do. I mean, they're both bad, but for the sake of the video, we will bat them 1 and 2. We'll get Moncada up there as well. Johnson lead off, Cruz second. There we go. All right, here we go. The spring training debut of Paul Skeens and Termarr Johnson. Here we go. We were 61 and 101 last year. That's crazy. Here we go. It's raining in their debut. That's freaking disgusting, but it is what it is. Paul Skeens, there we go. Johnson and Cruz will lead it off, and here we go. Let's get right into it, man. Welcome, everybody, to spring training baseball. Let's go, man. Look at him. Look at Paulie.
First pitch coming your way next.
Look at Paulie, man. I'm hype.
Just about set to go. And today on the hill, Justin Steele. How about a report?
All right, so apparently my settings didn't save, unfortunately. It's fine.
This one drill, right center.
That's fine. All right. Termarr Johnson. Here we go. In for a strike in his first at-bat here in spring training with the Chicago White Sox. As you can see, I am a great player at this game. That one was high and a strike. 0-2 count now to Termarr Johnson. Good eye there. Love seeing that. So yeah, Termarr Johnson, man, one of our greatest prospects. Good eye there again. Works it back to a 2-2 count now. 2-2 to Johnson. Oh, great pitch right there from Justin Steele. And Termarr Johnson will sit down. And that will bring up Dylan Cruz in his first at-bat with us. Cruz rips one. Down the right field line. We'll test his speed and go for 2. And he's in there. Dylan Cruz, one pitch that he sees. The first pitch he sees, he gets a double, and hopefully that's what we will be seeing from him in many more days to come here as a White Sox. And that brings in Eloy Jimenez now. Great hit there from Dylan Cruz. Love that. And that gets me excited, bro. Dylan Cruz out here doing work in the rain in Scottsdale, Arizona. Jimenez crushes! Eloy Jimenez on a slider that hung in the middle of the plate. 450 feet for Eloy Jimenez. Cruz doubles, Jimenez drives him in. Is that what we could be seeing this year for the White Sox? Maybe. He freaking crushed that. Double checking again. Gameplay wise, hitting we're on All-Star, pitching we're on Hall of Fame. There you go. In steps now Andrew Vaughn. Love that. All right. Now we're going to quick manage here and get to Skeens here. So fast, or actually, goodness, dude, what's happening? Swing. Cool. All right. Here we go. Paul Skeens pitching debut for us here against Nico Horner. Once again, we are on Hall of Fame. Skeens delivers, and that is a base hit. So one pitch and a base hit there for Nico Horner. Dansby Swanson now, that's a ball. Once again, man, I mean, Skeens is going to have to develop. Like, runner goes. Ortega is there, and he will make the play. So Skeens, pretty efficient start here. As we keep going here, here's the Cubs order. Of course, Bellinger is back for them. And here he is. Cody Bellinger against Paul Skeens. Nice pitch there from Skeens. Beautiful right there, trying to get a backdoor slider here on him. Not going to work. Skeens again. That ball's hit. Jimenez, the reaction, he's there. Eloy Jimenez is a terrible fielder. Wow. That's probably where Benintendi was, though. So Patrick Wisdom is in now. Manager says steal. Strike one there from Skeens. Low cutter. In there we go. 1-2 counts. Skeens in his first appearance in spring training for the White Sox. A slider that hung. Johnson is there. He fumbled it, and there we go. There's Tamar Johnson in the field as well. We get to the inning. No runs score, and then we're just going to focus on our young people here. So strikeout, single, sac fly, and in comes Tamar Johnson with 1 on and 2 outs now. Second play appearance of the day here. Justin Steele still pitching. Waited on it and gets it. Johnson the other way. Tamar Johnson to the wall. He put a good run into it, but nothing doing there. Where's Tamar Johnson? Seiya Suzuki now will face off against Paul Skeens. Low pitch there for a ball. And I think we're going to give Paul Skeens 3 innings today, so nothing crazy for his first workload of spring. Bit wild here to start off this at bat with Mr. Suzuki. 2-0 count. 3-0 count here. Let's not force anything. We'll give him a slider down and away. If you walk him, and in there for a strike. All right.
3 balls, 1 strike.
Now let's battle back some. Cutter down and away. In there, foul. Skeens works it back full. We'll give him the first changeup of the day. 3-2 count. Skeens against Suzuki grounds out. Oh, and Andrew Vaughn couldn't make the play, and that is a base hit for Seiya Suzuki. Ian Happ steps in now. Skeens the cutter inside, runs inside there. Skeens having trouble finding the strike zone now. What will we do here? A slider that's in the dirt, and it hit him. So Skeens struggling here to find his grip on the ball, maybe. Skeens the pitch. A cutter there. Beautiful pitch right there. Go fastball on the inside part of the plate. Breaks his bat there. Paul Skeens, the power, breaks the bat of Morel. 0-2 count. Here comes the slider. Good eye right there. Dang. Up and in again. Go Skeens. He's on at that time. Low changeup. Strike 3, and the throw from Maldonado gets him at third. Strike him out, throw him out. There we go. Yan Gomes up now. Let's go first pitch slider. Ball one. Up and inside. Has been working early, and that one's a bit high and wild for Skeens there. Skeens definitely could use some work on his control, as we can see here early on in this game. That one's in there for a called strike. Same with that one, but he has worked back from these counts. Change up now. On the ground, Moncada's there. He'll throw to first in time. Skeens looking nice through 2. As Cruz leads off. 1 for 1 with a double. Against Jordan Steele still in the 3rd inning. Cruz waits on that one and rips it. Right field again. And it's down. A double again for Dylan Cruz. He is 2 for 2 this game. And we'll see if Jimenez can get him in again. Great hit there from Dylan Cruz. Jimenez pops one up. We're going to test it here with Dylan Cruz. 76 speed, and he is in there. Dylan Cruz to third, running the bases well. We'll see if we can't get him in again here with Andrew Vaughn up to bat now. Vaughn gets a hold of that one. Middle sinker. We're going to test Cruz's speed again. It's a throw. It's off the play. He's safe. Dylan Cruz showing off his speed right there. Love to see it. And we move ahead to Skeens' last inning of work here. 3rd inning, 30 pitches so far for him today. No runs allowed. A dot there on the inside part of the plate. Something that you love to see there, getting ahead early in the count. A changeup from Skeens, misses the plate. We'll go high and inside now. There we go. 1-2 count now to Dominique Smith. Low changeup. Here's the offering from Skeens. Fouled away. Only 1 strikeout today so far. He certainly has the strikeout stuff. Cutter from Skeens here. No offer. We'll give him a high fastball. Will he chase here? Dominic Smith gets a hold of it. He's early on the fastball. So we'll go change up here. Dang, Dominic Smith making Skeens work. Slider down and inside. Doesn't offer again. I'm going to challenge him. Best on best. Fastball from Skeens. And Smith stays alive. I'm just going to keep challenging him with the fastball. I believe I'm better And he keeps staying alive. The longest AB of the day here. Skeens against Smith. We'll go cutter now. Wow, what a battle. What a battle. Slider now from Skeens in a 3-2 count. Dominique Smith. The battle continues. Let's change some speed here and go change up. What a pitch, and he's still alive. All right. Cutter again. Let's see if we can squeeze him here. And he forces a walk. Smith just destroys Skeens there, honestly, in that at-bat. 44 pitches now for Skeens. We want to give him 3 innings of work, though. We would like to. Top of the order now for him. Ball. If we get 2-1 now here, I'm going to pull him. Dang, they've seen him twice now. Some good eye. Horner. Wow. Can't find the zone. Let's get somebody up in the bullpen here. We'll get Barlow going in the bullpen. Broken bats. We'll only get 1, though, because of how that ball was so slow to the bases. So, pressure situation here for Skeens with Dansby, Swanson on. Swanson fouls it off there. .51 pitches now from Skeens. Moncada across the infield. There we go. 2 outs now. Cody Bellinger could be the last appearance here for Skeens. A dot on the corner. What a pitch there from Paul Skeens. My word, the cutter he goes. A good offering there. Skeens again close on that right downside part of the plates. Cruz is going to come home with this. 32 speed. He's in there. So a run given up there by Paul Skeens. That'll be all for Skeens today in his debut. Overall, I think a pretty good start for him, I would have to say. And we get out of it there.
Number 18.
We'll get one more at-bat here from our youngins, and then we'll get out of this spring training game. Maldonado. Singles for Johnson now. All right, Tamar Johnson here. Last at-bat of this game. Can he get something going? 0 for 2 on the day.
1-0.
Outside. One 0 count. Johnson crushes right center field, but the power just isn't quite there yet. He's put some great contact on the ball. I can't wait to see him develop. And here comes Dylan Cruz, who has 2 doubles on the day, both against left-handed pitching. Now they get to see him for the first time against a righty now with a runner on first base. Good eye there at eye level. Yeah, 51 contact, 48 power right. That was clearly a ball, unfortunately. All right, 1-1 count. Should be 2-0. The pitch to Cruz. In there for a strike. All right, 1-2 count now to Dylan Cruz. First pinch he's been in today. And he chases for a strike 3. Call, and there you go. Let's make sure to go ahead and get these 2 young bucks out of the game if we can. Can't yet, so we'll quick manage, swing. Swing, cool. Substitution, Johnson, and then also Mr. Cruz for Pilar. Cool. All right, and then let's get out of here. All right, so there is the debut of our prospects, and now we can move on ahead to regular season play. So Cruz had a great game, man. 2 for 3 with 2 doubles. Love that, love that, love that. Make sure my settings have saved. Oh, that's why. We need to be on simulation. Because simulation is our settings, all that stuff. Cool, cool, cool. Simulation. Okay. All right. So let's sim to our regular season. And then we're going to make some roster adjustments. Or actually, let's do this. We'll do calendar. We'll get to here. We have 94 players in our organization. Good Lord, did we sign somebody? Why do we have 94? Release. All right, there we go. Sim through date. Spring training has come to an end. Which means already a 75 overall. That's crazy. But here's the truth. So Skeens will start in AA. And I think Johnson is also going to be in AA, which means we will move one of you up, hopefully. Probably you. Cool. All right. Regular season's here. Roster. So Skeens in AA. Tamar Johnson also in AA. Nice, nice, nice. How is our depth looking? We have a valid amount of people for each position. Cruz is also going to start in AA, which means that we should be fine there, though, because we have 3 people there and then 1 there. Yeah, we have enough. But let me go ahead and just move you because we have more spots. Hopefully, okay, we're fine. So Cruz. So everyone's going to start in AA, which means AA lineup. We need to add Johnson and we need to add Dylan Cruz. Cruz is going to play center field and Johnson is second base. We're going to give him his actual position. We'll get Sosa in there for our shortstop. Cruz will bat second for us. Johnson will bat first. We'll do this actually. Who has best contact? 54 and 46. Tim Elko. Ole Miss. Come on now. So Elko will lead off. Cruz needs to be center field. Second base is good. You need to be... Oh, good Lord. DHing in center fielder. Makes sense. So like this, we'll have Cruz batting third, 48, 40, or this is actually lefty. So 58. Boom. And this is against righties, so technically, yeah, 54 contact right, 55, 54 power, 54 power, and then we have Edgar Cuero also on both. Cool. Okay, that's good. And then pitching rotation for Double-A, of course, is going to involve Paul Skeens there. Love that. AAA looks fine. MLB also looks fine. We have a rookie getting a start for us there. Garrett Krochek will get the nod there because he is a stud. Bullpen looks terrible. That's fine. All right. So what we're going to do, actually, we're going to do this. So we're going to stagger. So Skeens will start second because I don't want him to pitch on opening day. Because let's take a look at the calendar here. So actually, their first game is April 5th, and our first game. Okay, so we're fine. We're fine. Okay. Good to know. So Skeens can still be first there. Everyone's starting Double-A, and that will be it for the first episode of the White Sox franchise mode. Next episode, we will get opening day of the season. Can't wait to see you guys there. If you like this series, please like and subscribe. We'll see you next episode for opening day.